That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
That's my Drake rant. Now let's get into this next situation with Angel Reese. Angel Reese had some time on the plane today, and I know I talk about Angel a lot on this channel, but she just be in the news. Like she knows how to. I'll say this: Angel's really good at the internet. Angel Reese is really good at the internet. She knows how to keep her name in the headlines. She even said it on our podcast. She's like, I don't watch TV. I'm just on my phone. And I think being on the phone so often, being on social media 24/7 allows her to just know what the internet likes, tap into it, and just kind of dominate the headlines and dominate everybody's thoughts and stuff like that. So here she is once again on the plane, just randomly clapping back at somebody. And this one was from a woman's basketball page, and they said, "Is Angel Reese a first round pick?" This was from last year, and I think it was 60% said no, and 40% said yes. So it was more no's than yes. She had this tweet bookmarked. It was kind of like Glorilla when she had the tweet of like Glorilla fell off, and it was a random tweet with like 2 likes. She bookmarked it, and she came back and she said, "Thank you so much. I needed this." Angel Reese comes back a year later and says, "Thank you, Bookies." It goes viral. It gets 1,000 likes. And then someone says, "You realize you can't make a layup on the first time most tries, right?" And then she clapped back at him and she said, I still made All-Star and I still had these type of numbers. And it's going to be the worst year of my career. I just hope you know that. On this one, as you can see here, it says you're unable to view this post because its owner limits who can view their posts. The account went private or they deleted it. Not the tweet going or I got blocked or the account going private. Sorry, babes. I'm just bored on the flight. Once again, if you're going to say something about somebody on social media, if you can't say it to their face, don't say it at all. Because a person is probably going to see it. And if you can't stand on all 10 and say, yeah, I said that. Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, I get that. If you can't do that, if you can't handle the heat of all their stands invading your mentions and calling you all names under the sun, then don't say it. Keep it to yourself. This life ain't for you. This life ain't for everybody, man. If you can't stand the heat, stay out the kitchen. All of the cliches, man, because they're all worthwhile here. I wanted to see something that I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. I wanted to see, like, what have I said about Angel Reese and her draft stock? I have a short on my page about talking about Angel Reese and her draft stock. Let me see. Draft. Angel Reese draft. Okay. I'm going to share this tab now. Okay. Hold on. Okay. This is me watching me talk about Angel Reese and her draft stock last year. Angel Reese slides to the second round. Let me know if you think Angel Reese is going early second round, or if you think she's gonna, I don't know, go higher first round because there's no page now. So you have one less big name, quote unquote, in there. Cheryl Swoops went viral. Same podcast, I believe she was talking about Caitlin Clark about Angel Reese. She said Reese isn't going to be a star immediately in the league. And I'm not wishing bad on her. I'm just saying the league is very talented. And I think a lot of people are underestimating the league because if you just got into women's basketball and you're watching, your introduction was this in the Final Four and the Elite Eight and the championship game last year, then you don't quite understand the brevity and like how talented the WNBA is and how much like depth there is and how powerful the 144 is. That's pretty much what she said. She went viral for saying that.
Hey,
y'all think Angel Reese. So I ain't say much about nothing in that clip. I ain't gonna hold you, but it pretty much just sounded like I was agreeing with what was being said. The narrative of like the WNBA is difficult and there's going to be an adjustment period. And I feel like there was a bit of an adjustment period for Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. We saw an adjustment period there. Of course, they came out kind of swinging and stuff like that. But at the same time, Caitlin had a severe turnover issue when she first got into the league. The shot was kind of off sometimes. And it was the same thing with Angel. Angel struggled offensively sometimes. And it took her a little while to kind of get the flow of things. But once they got it, them jokers got it. And Angel had it going offensively. Like really before the offensive break, she kind of peaked. And then the second half of the season, she started going down a little bit more offensively. You know what I'm saying? And then got injured. So it was unfortunate into the season, but she was still grabbing a lot of rebounds. A monster on the boards, everything like that, and she deserves everything that she's getting. So shout out to Angel Reese, bro. But I think I came up here and said I was wrong about Angel Reese. There was a time where I also said like Ryan Howard was a better rookie and she had a few games and stuff like that than I expected her to have because and then another thing I said I was like I think the dream, should have waited until Paige Baker's declared for the draft to trade up for number 1 and get Paige Baker's to build around her as opposed to this year's draft. And shoot, Paige ended up staying another 2-3 years in college. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, when people call me out on that stuff, I'm like, hey, yeah, I said that, or no, this is what I said. Whoop, 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 da, 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 da. But one thing I'm not gonna do is delete the video or delete the comments, man. That's weak. That's weak. I ain't got no backbone, man. Y'all gotta stand on all 10. If you're gonna do this, you gotta stand on all 10, bro. I don't do that. What Jerry say, the tweeter and the leaders or see the rebreeders. The only time I've ever privated stuff or taken stuff down is because somebody else asked me that was directly involved with said post, video, anything like that. So anytime y'all see me take something down or private it, it's not because I folded under public pressure. It's because a person directly involved with that video, whether they were featured in it or whether the video was about them, called me and asked me politely to take it down. That's the only way that I take something down. I ain't walking back, no takes. I stand on what I say. And I hope you stand on what you say. Like, regardless of what it is in life, always stand on what you say. That's just a life lesson, I feel like. But yeah, that is that.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.